Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to English class. We will continue this chapter, A Letter to God. So in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea, answered the letter. Postmaster was friendly person. He was very happy and pleasant person. So he or postmaster did not shake Lenko's faith in God. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But when postmaster opened the letter, he realized it was evident to answer. It was clarity, so clear that he needed something. Lenko needed something pesos. And Lenko's feeling expressed with paper and ink. But he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. Postmaster to do something or improve one habit. So he asked some money from his employees. Employees, that person who works in a post office. Postmaster asked that employees some pesos. He himself gave part of his salary. Postmaster also gave part of his salary. Salary means monthly allowance. Postmaster also gave part of his monthly allowance. And several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. Postmaster also gave part of his monthly allowance and all the employees gave some pesos. It was impossible for him to gather the 100 pesos. But it was nothing too possible to gather 100 pesos. So he was able to send the farmer only little more than half. So postmaster sent little more than half pesos. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lenko and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature God. Postmaster put all the pesos in the envelope and addressed to Lenko. And signature the bottom of the letter God. The following Sunday Lenko came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. The next Sunday, Lenko was very interested if he had a letter to God from God. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postman himself who handed the letter to Lenko. While the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked down from his office. Postmaster was so satisfied to do good work, to do something to improve one's habit. Postmaster to collect some money and send to Lenko. So postmaster was satisfied. Lenko showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence. Lenko has great confidence. God sent 100 pesos. So Lenko nothing to surprise. But he became angry when he counted the money. When Lenko opened the envelope and counted the money, Lenko was so much angry. So why? that is not 100 pesos, that is half pesos. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lenko what he had requested. Lenko requested 100 pesos, but God sent half of the pesos. So, why God had mistake? God could not have any mistake. Immediately, Lenko went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. Without delay, Lenko went up to the window and asked for a paper and ink to write another letter. On the public writing table, he started to write with much wrinkling of its brow. Brow means eyebrow. When a person worried, so that person's eyebrow were wrinkling. So same situation, Lenko was so much worried, so Lenko's eyebrows were wrinkling. Lenko write a letter. Caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. Then Lenko write a letter and to the letter, Lenko went to the window and buy a stamp and fixed the stamp with a letter. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox and mail box fell to the mailbox. The postmaster went to open it. Then postmaster went to open it. It said, God, of the money that I asked for only 70 pesos reached the money. When postmaster again read the letter, written, the Lenko write to the letter, God, I asked you 100 pesos, but I reached only 70 pesos. Only 70 pesos. Send me the rest since I need it very much. So please God, another 30 pesos I need very much. So please send the 30 pesos. But don't send it to me through the mail. So please God, don't send this mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lenko. Because Lenkos believe the post office employees all are bunch of crooks. The post office employees and employer all are bunch of crooks, means dishonest people. Then bottom of the letter, Lenko write his name Lenko. This is the very beautiful chapter, and the chapter's writer G.L. Fantes, Gregorio Lopez Fantes. Gregorio Lopez Fantes was born in 1895. He was Mexican, a great novelist. Novelist, a person who writes a very beautiful novels. He was also a poet and journalist. Fantes started writing at the age of 15. In the years 15, G.L. Fantes started writing the poem, the novels. When the Mexican Revolution began, many of the books are related to the civil conflicts. Mexican Revolution began at that time. G.L. Fantes writes many books. His stories are exciting and humorous. All the stories are very exciting and humorous, means funny and joking. Most of all, so much beautiful hits all the stories. Many of the wars are concerned with the oppression of Americans. He was awarded the National Prize of Art and Science in 1935. G.L. Fantes awarded the National Prize of Arts and Science in the year 1935. And G.L. Fantes was death in the year 1966.